Okay, I believe that we are live right now. I do apologize for the lateness. Hopefully it is working. Let me take a look and make certain. It says loading video, so that's a good sign at least. Yes, excellent. We are on. Oh, I do apologize for that. I had some issues with Twitch, and I had to reset my stream key and all sorts of random stuff. It was very frustrating. And also, I do apologize for my face here. I actually just wanted to get started, so I didn't set up my entire lighting thing. I still have my green screen though, but the sun is doing our backlighting for us today. So it's still working. It's still okay. And we are in the test center once again here in Marvel Heroes. And look, Revenant's already here. Hey, Revenant, how you doing? Let's see who else is here. Oh, Kevin's also here. Kevin, we see you on the viewer list. Welcome, welcome. Oh, okay, you had to do it too. That makes me feel a little bit better that it wasn't just me, because I was seriously freaking out. I was like, what? But I had to redo everything. Like I had to redo my thing for Twitch alerts so that I can get like the follow and the donations and all that kind of stuff. Not that the donations have mattered, but either way, yeah, I had to redo everything, the YouTube stuff and just everything. But either way, we are back here in the test center once again. We got some cool stuff going on. Mostly, I wanted to showcase a couple of new features that we have, and I wanted to run back into the Cosmic Patrol zones because we do have Midtown and ICP back up again with some changes. So effectively, what the developers have done, what Gazillion has done, is actually something very similar to what I did whenever I would actually DM for D&D games. If the way that I did it is for making a faster combat was always I would end up taking the characters, the bad guys, whoever they happen to be, and I would take their hit points and I would slice them in half, and then I would just add more damage for them. So there, see, I just got one shotted by freaking Gorgon. Who does that? But that's essentially what they've done is they have substantially decreased the HP of the bosses, but in return they have also substantially increased the damage that they do. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Thankfully, Lady Deathstrike is over here, kind of on her own, so we can still see how my DPS is. It does seem to be a lot better than what was it like Manape and Juggernaut and all those guys. Well, there, see the supervillains got away. I got here really late, obviously, so I'll wait around a little bit to see what else is coming up. In the meantime, we do have some changes for the raid again, some minor bug fixes and adjusting loot for these cosmic patrol zones as well. Some other stuff, but the biggest change, the one that I'm most excited about, is actually the new roll range display. So the way it works is really simple. I'll go ahead and take out some of these guys, and then I'm just gonna run back to Avengers Tower here. Doop-a-doo. So I can show you guys. It's really neat. It basically just lets us see the range of rolls that we can get for the different items that we've got equipped. So all that you do is you open up your inventory and then you press Alt and then you hover over an item. So like for example, we've got the Commander minigun, and when you press Alt, then you get the ranges displayed. So obviously, I don't know if it's that they're not completely done, but there are still some bugs with it, where some of them are either not displaying properly or they're not displaying at all when they're supposed to be. But the long and short of it is we finally got them. Which has been something that a lot of people have been asking for. I know it's something that I've wanted. It's a minor quality of life update, but it's something that is vastly helpful, especially for people who are trying to do like min-maxing. So with the dupe inspiration, then it's been known that this has had this 2 to 300 range for all of these, except for the spirit and the ally damage there. But again, I mean it's bugged right now, but it's in the test center. It's not really surprising. So see, for example, for the Latverian regalia, it's not working. For the Mr. Sinister medallion, doesn't work. There for the Chaos Portal, you can see it for the health, but nothing else. Raptor egg, nothing. So that's kind of nice. It's really helpful. They're going to do the full implementation relatively soon. They're doing it for costume cores as well, so you can see for the different grades how close you're getting to the max. But you can see again with like the grade 4 or 3, well, the all of the grades, they all have the exact same range, even though clearly all except one of them is out of that range. So I assume those are all the grade 1 ranges in this particular case. But either way, still pretty helpful. So here for the shards, doesn't work. For the insignia, it does work, at least to an extent. But again, still buggy, but exceedingly helpful. A relatively minor quality of life change that is going to be very pleasant for most people, especially those that are really trying to get the best of the best gear. It'll be vastly helpful rather than just not only just trying to figure out how close they are, but end up essentially spamming chat and just saying, how good is this? How is it? What is this? What is this worth? Well, maybe not what is this worth. People will still ask that no matter what. But either way, I think that it's going to be vastly helpful. And one thing that was quality of chat change. Yeah, exactly. See, Revenant knows what I'm talking about. It's definitely going to be a quality of chat change because I am looking forward to not seeing as many of the whole hey, how is this roll? Is this good? I will be very glad to not see as many of those. It will be very helpful. The pricing, obviously, that's never really going to go away because no matter how good or how bad your thing is, people are going to ask what it's worth. So, yeah. But at least with that, people will be better able to gauge what it might be worth and things of that nature. And we can finally stop arguing over how much stuff is worth. Man, I just got so excited because I got the St. Patrick's Day buff, but then I was like, oh, right, I'm on Test Center. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference. It means nothing. Hey, defeat Mr. Sinister. Oh, that's convenient. But either way, some of the other major changes we've got to the patrol zones as well. One thing that Heretic was talking about on the forums. So, if you're unfamiliar with Heretic, he's one of the developers, and his focus is on the content creation. So, essentially everything relating to X-Defense and the patrol zones, and anything else relating to like how the game actually works in terms of how players interact with the game and its content. That's his job. So in this case, he was talking about actually getting into these zones, getting into the cosmic patrol zones versus the quote-unquote regular zones. And he was talking briefly about what are called gates, where you would essentially have to meet some specific requirement or requirements in order just to enter in here, so that way it would be a lot easier for everybody else to know that if you're fighting alongside them, that they're actually going to help out a good bit. Let's see. Yes, I did see that X Defense is being removed from the shared quest. And I think the biggest thing for that is the Wave 16 thing, because everybody is just like, oh, let's go Wave 16 and then we drop out. I personally only run X Defense if it's on shared quest, and even then I don't always do it. I mean it's relatively simple. It's like Wave 16, blah. But I think that's what they're doing. Yeah. It's interesting. We'll see, but either way, the gating thing is pretty cool too. I'm anxious to see first off whether or not it actually gets implemented, and if it does, what form it ends up taking. Because for the gating, Heretic actually mentioned two basic things, which are essentially soft and hard gating. Where the soft gating is you have to defeat X number of mobs, maybe in Y amount of time, in order to be allowed to go in. Like basically in regular Midtown, you need to defeat X number of mobs total in Midtown to show that you know what you're doing, know how to work in Midtown, all that kind of stuff, and or to test DPS, you're able to defeat X number of bad guys in Y amount of time. So that's the soft gate, whereas the hard gate is related to, like gear or Omega spending. You have to have X number of Omega points spent in order to enter into the Cosmic Patrol Zone. Something along those lines. That's a hard gate, because it's a specific direct requirement that people have to have. Oh yeah. I mean, it's interesting, the whole thing. And I mean, X Defense just in general. I am glad that they're going to be making some pretty massive changes to X Defense, because, like I said, I'm really not a fan of it myself. At least in its current iteration. My problem is I don't know how they could fix X Defense and make it more desirable for me personally to play. I know that a lot of people like it because, it's wave defense, it's fun, you get to go in, how far can you go, etc., etc. But for me, I'm just kind of like, meh. I really don't care one way or another. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take out Mr. Sinister here. But for those of you who watched on Saturday, you can see now playing with two people here, and this other guy, he's been going on and off. Previously on Saturday, I was playing with one other person. It was another Rocket, actually. And while I was playing with the other Rocket player, then we barely defeated a couple of waves. And that other player, he was armed to the teeth. He had way better gear than I did. Well, maybe not way better gear, but substantially better gear than me. Just in the context of, like he had the full 1,000 alternate reality relics. He had better rolls on all this stuff, and like all of its artifacts. He had cosmic medallion, or not medallion, but cosmic. What's it called? The other thing, insignia. That's the one. Either way, X defense play one. Down. Yeah. So, and that's obviously the problem with any game content creation, and it's also something that Heretic actually mentioned as well, Revenant, where he was talking about how a lot of times in game design, the whole point is that it seems to me that it's very utilitarian, where the idea is that you're trying to make the most overall happiness with the least amount of frustration. So the problem is, if you have a vocal minority that says, oh, we do not like this, then it's going to seem like a lot more people don't like it, even if the non-vocal majority are just like, oh yeah, this is fun, this is fine, or whatever it is. But I mean, game design itself is just very difficult, because just like with anything, you're never going to please everybody. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. And it is unfortunate, but at the same time, it tends to be something where majority rules, and the problem is just finding out what the majority wants sometimes. Let's hop into ICP real quick. Lizard. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stay on too long today. I'll do my best. I'll stay on as long as I can. But again, there's not really a whole lot of changes here on the test center. And unfortunately, actually, on Saturday, I'll either be late for my Saturday stream, or I'm going to have to skip it altogether, which is very unfortunate. On Friday for my patch notes, I'll still be able to do that, though. Oh man, I got disconnected from the server. Well, that's a shame. Mega Week's house. Go, 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 go. Oh, well, there's lizards. Lizard bats! The dreaded lizard bats. So overall, for me, I actually really like these cosmic things. My biggest problem with them on the test center is just the fact that every time I've tried to play them, there have been very few or no other players inside, and these are not designed for you to do solo. It's just that's not how they're supposed to work, unfortunately. So I mean they're fun, they're interesting, but it's it's just so this is happening again with the missile reflection, where it's like on the edge instead of them being in the middle. I don't know if that's well. I hope it's not intentional, but maybe it is. Who knows? So that's mostly what I'm worried about with these cosmic patrol zones. At least in the context of testing, I just I'm having a difficult time forming a really solid opinion about them. And like now, the biggest thing for the developers is they want info on the loot, like the loot tables. But the problem is I'm not capable of defeating these guys by myself. So it's a little bit frustrating because I'm not able to give any real constructive feedback because I'm not able to actually complete anything efficiently. It's pretty frustrating. But yeah, I can only imagine that once the cosmic ones go live, once the cosmic versions of these things go live, that they're going to be pretty full as well. I would imagine that people are going to be jumping on the opportunity for these too, simply because there are not a great many ways to get really good gear, and this thing with the idea of being able to get like twice the chance for cosmic medallions, twice the chance for boss specific artifacts and uniques. It's going to make the cosmic variants of the patrol zones pretty desirable, I would guess at least. Can't be certain, but either way. So actually, just for funsies, I'm going to swap over to She-Hulk. I'll probably have to body slide out of here though. So She-Hulk is back on the test center. I don't think she had any substantial changes. Oops, not heroic. Not that it really matters, but
I've been a member of the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the New York State Bar Association. I think I can handle this.
let me see what I can do real quick. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want to try to get some better gear for her, real quick. Oh, that's not bad. All right. So let me see if it'll let me purchase people. There we go. Dang it. 2, 3. I actually don't even know if her hero specific uniques are in the game, but we'll see if I get any.
I have a few new toys for you to check out.
Annie. I'm getting some good ones, but it doesn't seem like that her specific uniques are in here yet. Not that there's a guarantee that I would get her specific uniques at all. We'll try again and see if we can get anything else. Spider-Man. Okay, we'll try these last two.
You can get a lot done when you're not worrying about fighting super.
And then I'm just gonna hop into to Midtown to see what's what. Just mess around a little bit. Another Murasama. Dragon Fang. Sure, unstable carbanium armor. Off-flight snowshoes. If it's not completely blatantly obvious, I'm just arbitrarily equipping stuff. I like that you have the business attire and then the briefcase as some of her items. That's fun. Yeah, I didn't think that they were out yet. We'll see. They sure do they sure do cut it a little bit close on some of these. It's pretty crazy. Let's see. I like the bar exam. That one's fun. Do. Okay. Just getting some random powers so I have something to do. Obviously, this is just regular Midtown. This isn't cosmic. I just wanted to mess around a little bit in real situations to see what she can do. Although this really doesn't count because I've got the DPS medallion and stuff.
Faulty design. That's a loss.
Coming out. End of the week. Boo. I wonder what kind of stuff that she's going to have. I really like her. I was actually messing around with her just a little bit before. I obviously didn't have anything equipped on her. But I was having fun. I think that she's a pretty fun hero. I'm still not sure about the whole surprise witness thing. Her random summon for the team up. I think that's a bit odd. But that's just me. I'll just hang out here for a little bit and then I'll go check out the raid. Just to see. I mean, I always have the worst luck whenever I log in here, where there's really nothing going on. Is that a new font? It looks like the chat font was changed. Either that or I'm just crazy, or it could be both. Who knows? Be a skip it power. Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. I think, well, I believe it was you who was talking about her when I was on Saturday, saying that she does tend to be like somewhat of a comic relief character, and so that's why every single one of her powers is a pun, which is fine. But I just think that it seems the whole surprise witness thing just came out of a meeting that went sort of like, well, we need one more power. What's it going to be? Well, how about this? Sure, why not? And I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it's something that she's done before. I mean, she is a lawyer. I would think that at some point she called a surprise witness. Wow, 2 million, nice. But it just seems really odd to me personally. Yeah, I'm not only that, but it also they're not only gimped. It also seems like they're it's almost like a token summon, just for the sake of like, oh hey, you've got a summon power, go you, and it's like, well, why? I mean, I'm not gonna put a trident on She-Hulk. I mean, I'm not gonna give her like the alternate reality portal. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it's not worthwhile. And not only that, but with the team up revamp itself coming, I highly doubt that that's going to have an effect on her little summon power. It might, it could, but I really don't think it will. But that's just me. Oh. Well, yeah. Thing is coming up pretty soon for his 52, so that'd be interesting. I am anxious to see that. I haven't played him in a very long time, so unfortunately, I don't know too much about Thing. I know that he hasn't gotten a lot of love lately, but it is desperately needed. Unfortunately, that's the extent to it, of my knowledge at least. I just think it's cool that I get to take on the Sinister Six solo. Thank you, DPS Medallion.
Don't worry. We can still be friends after you've paid your debt to society.
Ew, ooze. Maybe that'll make the Ninja Turtles. Even though She-Hulk isn't Daredevil. It could still work. Oh, was I seriously facing the wrong way when I did that? I was. I fail. No, away with you. I feel like I needed to put on sunglasses when I said that.
All the way through.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave all that loot. Not boring. It's decent. Well, I would certainly hope that the thing is tanky, because otherwise it's kind of like, you know, pointless. That's like the whole point of the thing, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, it's nice that he's at least reasonable, but I know that he's been in a comparatively bad spot to a lot of people, because I mean the developers really haven't talked about him in a very long time. I know he desperately needs his 52 review, or I mean at least a QOL something. I mean he's definitely on the list for it, and I know he's on the short list for coming up. I think if he's not next, then he's one after that. But which is nice, obviously. I want to lift up the car. I just can't get over the art of this place. It's amazing. I love it. Oh no, they're coming! Let's see if there's anything obviously different with these guys. It's so sad. I really wish that I wish that I was able to get with a group here on the test center so that I could actually really test out the raid. It's actually kind of funny because if you look at the test center forums and you just look at the number of comments on each one, this first fight has, you know, like pages and pages and pages and pages of comments, whereas the second and the third ones have, you know, like 2 or 3, simply because people don't make it that far. Oh man, did I just elbow drop into a bunch of fire? It seems like it was a bad decision on my part. It was. It was a very bad decision. Ah! Ah! I did it again. We'll body slide out of here. Okay. I didn't realize Cable was that soon. That's pretty awesome. Hello, friend. So here's something we can do. So it is the same model. I don't know if that really means anything, though. I don't know if they replaced both of them. If the model had been replaced. You having fun saving the world, me? Are there unfriendly She-Hulks? I think it would be a lot more fun if they had more in dialogue if you talk to yourself. I think that would be really cool. But maybe that's just me. Aw, thirsty doggy. I'm gonna go to the dupe sector. See ya, suckers! Wah! Get some! Yeah, I'm having a good time with She-Hulk. I think that she's good overall. I'll be more interested to see her uniques and what kind of builds you can really do with it. I think the biggest misstep for her is that stupid summon power, because it makes no sense whatsoever. And then obviously she's going to need some tuning, um, especially with regard to cooldowns for some of her powers, without a doubt. At least if you ask me. But it's been a long time since I was a game tester. Cosmic Devastation? Cosmic Aura?
For getting the best of me.
Ah, oh, there's a wall there. It's an invisible wall.
Ooh, bet your grandma felt that one.
Ow. I'm bored. Unfriendly She-Hulk. Is this the one where she ripped apart a Vision? No. Oh, jeez. Oh man, that's very unpleasant. She does look unfriendly there. Who's that talking to her? Who's telling her to calm down? Because I would be anxious to know who is claiming that they can put down an enraged She-Hulk. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prestige. Woot. Ah, Captain America. Gotcha. Well, see, I didn't know. I don't know these things. Incidentally, I like the lawyer costume as the secondary. I think that's pretty cool.
All this hubbub for
Yay,
free?
look how hardcore I am, everybody.
Heck, I'd do it for free.
I'm prestiging like a boss. Wow, I'm already blue.
You've really
My
outdone yourself
gird.
this time, Jenny.
I am so super cool. She-Hulk single green female. It's a interesting name. Where are the rest of my uniques?
Sorry, babe. I'm gonna have to drop some of this other stuff I'm
That's
carrying
kind of
first.
sad. Well, good thing it's the test center. Otherwise, I'd be mad. She does. I agree. I totally agree. She does have a little bit of a Sarah Palin vibe. Just a touch. I mean, the glasses would need to be a little bit thicker, but the hair is what really does it. Just ever so slightly. But definitely agree. Oh, man. Not too much else going on in the test center.
Cap taught me that one.
Right now, at least. Da, da, da. Let me see if there's anything else. No, not much. The loot stuff is active, but that doesn't really help me. Okay. Alright. So with that, I'm actually going to go on ahead, and I'm actually going to jump on live. Oops, wrong one. Not video capture, game capture. So I'm going to start up the live server, because it's been way too long since I actually played live, like the live server while I was streaming. So I'll boot it up here, and then I'll do a quick little giveaway. Just because there's only like 3 people who are sticking around. Everybody else is so terrible. Does it count me as a viewer? Because that would make me very sad. But either way. Boot up faster. I'm still on the splash screen. I don't know why it's taking so long. But we'll see. Do 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 do. There we go. Mm. And a random email. Ah, my green screen is showing. Not a big deal. Uh-oh. Marvel Heroes 2015 has stopped working. No! Oh, this is even worse. Why is this happening? Oh, awful. So awful. I'm really sorry about this. Ink it does. Ink? Ink it does? I don't know what that means. I'm just trying to open up the live server. It was not good because Marvel Heroes crashed. It was terrible. Oh no. Did I get... Oh shoot. Oh man. I think I might have one of the errors that they were talking about um, on the forums earlier today. Let me kill the task. As they were talking about some an issue with the art calling and how it wasn't working correctly. Computer, you lie. It is not running. Why do you lie to me? There we go. Let there be fat loots. I would say that, but uh-oh, did I freeze? Aw, dang. No! Oh, there we go. Now I'm back. Well, I did say let there be fat loots, but unfortunately nobody listened to me. So, it really doesn't matter. Nobody cares if I say let there be fat loots. That's all about Cosmic Cupcake.
Rocket and Groot here. I got the guns, he's got the muscle.
Okay. Let's calm down now. And let's see if we can get our game capture up. Okay. Game capture. Yes! Ah, that was far, far more complicated than it needed to be. Blech. Oh. You're no, Revenant, you are not chopped liver. Nobody here is chopped liver. Everybody is awesome. The important thing now is that this thing is finally working, so I can actually do a giveaway for you guys. Actually, there's only 2 of you. Who cares? I'll just give you both stuff. Shiny stuff. So, how about this? Is Kev Skywalker still here? Is he the other person? Let me see here. Awesome. So it is you. All right. So for both of you, just go ahead and tell me. Let's say, tell me a fortune card that you would like to have, and I'll go ahead and give you both a couple of the little boosts as well, just because. Hey, look, there's Cam, and there's hey 40 with Squirrel Girl. Congrats. Very nice. Very nice. Very impressive. There, have an XP boost to help you out with your Squirrel Girl. And another one. Because you always watch my streams, and you are awesome for doing so. And let me know if there are shinies that you would like. And then Kev Skywalker was the other one. But now, for the life of me, I don't remember what your username was. Now, Kev, are you the Kev that was over here? Where'd you go? Ah! Can Raven. Ah, see, I don't remember now. Well, you better put it in the Twitch chat. Ah, excellent choice. Future Foundation. It's a quality choice. I will hope that you get a good shinies. That's right, I said a good shinies. If this thing would ever work. That's the clicking, but the clicking is not the clicking with the clicking. I'll try later. I'm going to go destroy Juggernaut, and then I'll try again. But I hope that you get something good. What are you hoping for from the Future Foundation? Do you want the Doom team up? Is that what you're hoping for, or one of the costumes? Either way, I'm a fan. What? Gambit end of the world? No fair. Somebody got way too lucky. You want Doom? Doom is awesome. I am very anxious to see Doom in action in game. I can't even remember most of the costumes in there. I know it's what's it called? It's a lot of stuff for the Fantastic Four. But now I'm curious. Oh, right, the black ones as opposed to the white ones. I remember. Wah! It's the explosion. Oh, cool. Odin's Bounty. I didn't even realize that terminals were on. Yay! That's even better. Gimme, gimme. I love getting shinies. Oh, that's right. And I got all the stuff from the devs too, from the play with the devs stuff. All of their codes. So many shinies to open. All right, we'll try it again. Hopefully it'll work this time. Nope. Return to store. Does anything work? See, none of the clicky things work. That would probably work if I tried it. Can I buy a card for me? I can. So maybe now it'll work. There we go. Huzzah! Ba-bam! Somebody has a question. I shall respond. All right. What'd you get, Ray? What'd you get, Revenant? What'd you get? Did you get the shinies? Now I want to try to get a shinies. Let me get one for myself. And I get... Oh, an eye boost. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I'll take it. And then I got this one too. And I got a Triple Rush Energy Bar. Nice. Fortune Card Mark II. Special item. Meh. Meh. I am less of a fan. Yeah, XP Rush Bar. Psh. We do not has the luck. We do not has the luck. I finally cleared out a bunch of my stash tabs. They were full of like Midtown and Odin's Bounty chests. And I finally got rid of all of them. I used them on a Gambit, I think. Ooh, Uncanny. Wow, quad. At least that's halfway decent, but still. Alright, well, I feel better now. I feel better that I was able to finally give something away again. I was like I was all twitchy. I was like, oh my god, I must give away free stuff. Must give away. Ah. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you had better luck with the cards than I did, Rev. That's nice. But with that, I'm actually going to get going. I've got a bunch of random stuff to do. I actually got to go. I've got to go write some stuff, and not only that, but my green screen is starting to show because the sun is going down. It's not helping me anymore. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I know that it was a little bit more boring in the test center. On Saturday, I promise I'll do a full-fledged live one, unless we have something massive in the test center, like for example achievements, but soon trademarked. So we'll see about that. But either way, oh, Symbiote Spider-Man, what? Nice. I'm jealous. I don't like you. That's not fair. I'm hoping to get good stuff. That's what I need to do. I got to go run my daily missions too. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching, for sticking around. I know that it wasn't the most exciting of streams that I've ever done, but I'm glad that you were here for it and that you got to see, and I got to give away some cool stuff too, even though it took a while to get the live back up and running. But thanks so much as always for watching. Hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.